I know why you're here. I'm sorry to see you here. But since you're here, let's talk about it. I know, you know, we all know breakups are terrible, absolutely the worst, and nobody ever wants to go through this. So hello, hi, welcome back to my channel. Oh, something a little different. Today we're talking about breakup and how to get over breakup. My tips for how to get over breakups. In no way am I telling you that I'm an expert in the breakups that I have. I applied these tips, or most of these tips. This is what I found to be helpful in terms of helping me get over breakup. Because it's February, the month of love, I thought that it would be a great time to do this video. Just in case you are going through a breakup and you know you're feeling down, I got you. I got some tips. I got some ideas. I'm gonna give you 5 tips today, but if you want any more tips, you can go over to my blog, it's in the bio. If you like this video, and comment which tip is your favorite. I will do a part 2. I'm not saying that I'm like a pro at getting over breakups or people in general. I've developed a system that has worked for me to get over breakups or get through breakups. It's not about getting over it, it's about getting through it. I want to share those tips with you. Tip number 1, feel the feelings. Now, this is one that everybody will tell you. This is like common base level rule number 1 of getting over breakup is to feel the feeling. It's rule number 1 for a reason. And these aren't even in order. These are just, I'm just telling you what they are as we go. But rule number 1 should definitely be feel the feeling, because this is literally the vital step in getting through the other steps or getting over them in general. You have to feel the feelings. You have to feel all the emotions. And people don't just say this just to be like, oh, you have to feel. No, it's like you have to feel everything so you can later accurately identify what you felt. You have to allow your brain and your heart to like guide you through certain emotions so that later on down the line when you're ready to deal with these emotions, you can go back later and just like kind of figure out why you felt them and what triggered them and stuff like that. But you have to allow your space, you have to allow yourself the emotional comfortability to feel. Don't run from it, because you're delaying the process. Quite literally, you're delaying the process. And I'm assuming you're here because you want to heal. You want to heal. We all want to heal, but step 1 is feel the feelings. Got to, can't get around it. It's really basic, really simple, nothing life-changing there, nothing shocking, nothing groundbreaking, no advice that's out of this world or you should have never heard of. Rule number 2, and I think rule 2 is very significant. I would consider it, if we were ranking these, and I'm really not, but it kind of sounds like I am, to change your routine. When I say change your routine, but you have built this life with them in it. You're talking to them 4 times a day. You text them when you wake up, text them throughout the day. You can call them on your break. You can call you on their break. And once you're not talking anymore, they're not texting you, they're not calling you. So you have that muscle memory in your schedule or in your routine. And when that happens, you're only left to feel sad. You're always talking to them or in some type of routine with it. You need to change your routine because those pockets in your day that you have set aside for them or incorporated them in are now empty. And when they come around during your day, you're gonna be sad thinking about them. So in order to prevent those sad pockets of time, you change your routine. It's also kind of beneficial because you're already trying to get used to the change of them not being there. And changing your routine will just kind of feel like more change added on a change, which is easier to swallow, if that makes any sense. Or I think it'd be easier to swallow. If you're already changing, what's a little bit more change, you know? Tip 3, treat yourself. This is very important. I know you've heard it before, and there's a reason why you've heard it before. I don't care what nobody tells you, a breakup is traumatic. A breakup is traumatic. You're healing, because like, and connecting to somebody emotionally, even connecting to somebody is traumatic. Connecting to somebody and then disconnecting to somebody is traumatic. Because of that, you should treat yourself. Especially in the beginning, treat yourself. You're coming off of losing a supporter, a cheerleader, somebody that is supposed to have said it, somebody who's supposed to have cared for you. Be nice to yourself. This is either the beginning or the continuation of your self-love, self-care, self-love journey. Tip number 4. Tip 4 is do something different. This is a gem because it's a good nudge in the direction of healing. I'm not telling you to do something new because it'll be fun. I mean, it should be fun, but that's not why I'm telling you to do something new. I'm telling you to do something new. It's to show you that just like circumstances have changed, you will change too. You will like different things, do different things. You will develop into a different person. Just like the circumstances have changed, so have you. The things that you like, the things that you want, the things that you're willing to tolerate are different now. And trying something new will push you in the direction of different. And different isn't bad, it's just different. Okay? Hear me when I say that. Different isn't bad, it's just different. Change isn't bad. Yeah. You should try different things. Yeah. Try different things. It will only benefit you. It'll expand your palette. It'll just shake up your life. It will do you very well. Tip 5, the last tip that I have in this video. Time is your friend. Hear me when I say time is your friend. Whether they're your best friend or frenemy. They'll probably be both, but that's okay. That's fine. You need to allow it to be a really good friend to you. It will give you answers to questions that you didn't ask, didn't want to ask, didn't even know you had to ask, didn't even know people ask. You may not necessarily have even been looking for. Time will show you some stuff. But being so close to somebody, it makes it kind of hard to really see them and see who they are. Being away from them, taking steps back, being outside of a relationship with them, and spending some time apart will help you to see them as human beings. Will help you to see their flaws better, to help you to see the things that you didn't necessarily like about them, but you kind of settled for, or the things that they didn't necessarily like about you and you realize they settled for, or just some settling in general that you two share. Or maybe it'll make you realize that you like them more than you even realized. And that's scary. Yeah, that's scary. Time will give you perspective about yourself as well. You know, you'll be like, wow, like I really accepted that. Like I was really okay with that. Like I was okay with letting you treat me like that. Settling for this thing that I said that I would never settle for. Or it'll just show you that, you know, you probably were the problem. Yeah, think about that. But you probably did have some fault, and you may never want to admit that to them. That's your business, however you want to chop that up. Time will show you that you're not perfect either, and that's okay. Nobody's perfect. Being involved with another person will show you the ins and outs of you. It'll show you the ins and outs of them. Time is kind of a gift, because one day you'll look and you're like, wow, I remember when I was sick at the thought of being without you, to days where you're like, I didn't even think of you. I actually haven't thought of you in a couple days. That's gross. Time will have you in there analyzing stuff like a science project. It'll be like dissecting, cross-referencing, especially in the beginning. You're going over every file, every freaking time, every interaction y'all had, every conversation y'all had, you're going over it. Because you're like, what did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? That's what I'm thinking. I'm an overthinker. So if you leave room for me to think, let me say it again. If you leave room for me to think, I'm going the wrong way. You are getting into the full circle of healing, really, really, truly. You were coming full circle in the healing process. The world is ahead, because it is. There's so much more, you know. There's so much more out there. Those are my first 5 tips of how to get over a breakup. I have more, and if you like, and comment which one is your favorite, or which one you find the most helpful, or what could be the most helpful to you. in the comments down below. I'll do a part 2 and I'll tell you some more. Thank you for watching my channel. Come back and watch more. Like, comment, subscribe. Oh, and turn the bell on. Turn the notification bell on. I know you don't have it on. Turn it on.